Turna, and yes, it's me, Naisu, alongside Leo. We're bringing you the last match here for day number 1 of MWI at EWC, and we're rounding it out, of course, for Group D. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be the House of Vivian again.
I'm trying to hide my excitement. Bane has come out once more.
Hey, if they have Bane,
let me get out of the way.
Yes! Hey, I know how you feel, man. When Gord was starting to fit into the meta, you know, he's fallen out as of late.
Yeah.
But now it's your time to shine.
Thanks.
It's Bane's time.
And not to mention, this is Vival rocking the Bane.
With a war cry.
Escalating its, value on the current metagame. Oh, wait, let's talk about that later. Vivian forced to flicker out.
She's fine.
Chinny taking care of the Nightmare Spawn. Did not know you could do that. You could soul snare that thing out.
My face as I saw that too.
Yeah, like, huh.
Whoa.
All right. Back to what I was talking about. The Bane on the Warcry.
Yeah.
In the early days of the debut of Warcry, I was,
Were you happy?
I was in the lab with Warcry.
Okay.
Of the debut of Warcry, I was,
Were you happy?
I was in the lab with Warcry.
Okay.
Yes. It's so good.
Because I would assume it's very easy to proc off too with Bane.
It is. And then after that, all your skills are relatively low cooldown. You just keep going.
And Deadliest Catch gets more deadly.
Yeah, not as quick as, like, say, a Ling or a Lancelot.
Right.
Rather, a Ling and a Hayabusa. But it's fast enough that it's AoE. That's what changes the dynamic.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Because you mentioned it, this is, often when we see Lings take the Warcry. But this time, Quinn goes with the Quantum Charge.
Again,
It's different.
flavors of junglers. Despite all of those utility jungler loyalists,
Yeah,
I'd still say the meta's wide open.
it is. And
Don't knock it till you try it.
definitely, because I think, even when we were looking at a lot of the data from MSC, that's what we saw from teams. And they do it the same way here for MWI. Turtles for the taking, though. Wow.
Ball secures with a deadly catch. Oh, no! Chi gets caught out with a suplex, a choke slam. Forcing out a Tempest Ablaze. I think that's enough stacks on the Quinn. Now the fight continues. Hani inside her massive nightmaric spawn. The oats spent up already. Enough to push back the rest of Team Vitality, but the Queen still walk away with a big win. Another choke slam!
She's still going. I mean, this is the use of Jushin and why I think now she's going to be a menace in the meta.
How long do these soul snare stacks last?
That's a good question. Like, how long does it take for the stack to drop? Because so far it just seems like Chinny's just like, yeah, I'm going to drop it down. Here's the snare, pull you in.
I'll leave you cool down, and then I can do it. What?
Oh, man. This is... another implosion is going to be used?
Vivian coming in, the implosion into the deadly catch, enough to catch Quinn. Hey, good friend of ours, Ray Ash, noted that it's very hard to hit Quinn with the soul snare,
Yeah.
but you can do it after all that. Like, you can just kill him. You can just kill the hero, and Chinny.
They got tired of it.
Didn't get the flicker out. Miss Hani with the onward, and as well the SOD, but they are going to get him with the Primal Wrath. And now Ash, here she is, dashing through. It's also been a while since we've seen Benedetta.
Yeah, and it's good to see for Ash here that picks up the Benedetta, can be aggressive with it. She's already got the 2 kills as well. But there's a Deadliest Catch down the mid lane, stopping Ash from going back a little bit early. But, that's the thing that they want to do. They want to play with some of this aggression that they can. We're going to take a look at the replay here by STC. And you can see it. This is where Ash came in. She swooped in. She got the kills. And even for this, too bad, right? Because the spear from Shell wasn't going to be able to land. And then they end up fighting this out anyway. So trading across between both teams, but Team Vitality will still hold on to a relatively good lead this early on.
It's very healthy. 2,000 gold. This is enough to disincentivize any engages. Fumieko coming in from the flank with the flicker and the Earth Shatter. Looking for one big implosion once more from Vivian. Serving up a kill to Vival. Fumi taken out. I like the final blow spent up already by Ash. 3 down. Hani gets a double. Chinny and Vival. Vivian calls it. Split.
And GGHG, hey, great fight there. Great exchange. Going into that, we were just talking about that gold lead, that healthy gold lead. It's gone now.
That's it. and they're gonna turn it into a lot of gold up top, maybe even end this turret. Take it. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. They pretty much get a minor lead, or they even it out at this point. They get a turret too, off top of it.
Picking up that Berserker's Fury. That fight deserves a replay. If there was ever a time to go back to that, that would have been it, because it happened in the blink of an eye. It was almost a perfect implosion from Vivian too.
Yeah, it was a good setup, but I think, you know, this is where, all right, for the Jushin, it's like, we know she's a utility mage. You know that you're trying to get those stacks off, and then you're trying to pull.
It's not about the damage.
It's not about the damage. You know, your main point is getting. Oh, hold on.
Ash. Oh, it's got a flicker implosion. Vivian committing everything but the kitchen sink.
That was a lot.
Serves up to Vival, and they're still going. She's very low. This is not a place where you put a Bane. Fao gets the kill. Vivian might get punished here. Dashing through. Chili takes down Fao. Vivian goes down. Hani gets one.
2 for 2. But look what's happening.
2 for 2, is it though? Because Queen's gonna take down this turret.
Yeah, GGHG is playing the macro game. They're finding these moments here, but they're gonna go ahead and get a turret off of it. Hey, if Quinn doesn't need to fight, she's okay. She'll take turrets, but it looks like I thought the minion would be able to get that last hit.
The CC on the Earth Shatter was enough.
It was enough.
Apparently.
I think Quinn will eventually, she's just gonna be, yeah, I'll go get that later.
Quinn maybe could have afforded one more basic.
One more hit.
Yeah,
one more basic hit.
Again, that's the discipline coming out of the veteran squad. That is GGHG. The last turtle spawns here. I wonder, GGHG is still with an economic advantage, by the way. Still 1,000 gold.
Yeah, it's still 1,000 gold. It looks like they're gonna go ahead and try to contest this though. They go in.
And there's the final blow, a lot of damage put in. Vival with the retribution, deadly catch, no one home. And they're still looking for targets. There's a lantern flare, can he get the choke slam? Fao walking away from it, uses the purify. That's one way to get rid of the stacks.
It's one way to get rid of it. It's one way to deal around, because I think if that wasn't used, then Fao would have been dragged back.
And by the way, folks, mind my pronoun, them. You can put multiple stacks on multiple people, hit the lantern flare, and do a double, triple, quadruple choke slam.
As long as they're in that circular.
And they all have the 10 stacks each.
So that can actually be pretty devastating if you talk about the fact that if you pair it up with an implosion, how fast can you get those stacks off, you know, and then pull multiple people that are centered around an implosion?
I mean, it does sound like, you know, magical MLBB Christmas land, but you could hope for the best. And it's probably, we've seen multiple ways of that happening, and now Fao trying to run away, jumping from target to target, not enough to walk away. The ult spent in by Hani. Where's the damage? Where's the CC?
There's the implosion.
There's the implosion coming in. Chi Boy walking away, the Tempest of Blades, dashing through, 1, 2, 3, 4, picked up, and all they can do is back off. Ashi hit with the full combo, Earth, Shatter onward. She's backing off.
She's fine. She's got the Petrify too, so. All right, a whole lot happened in that exchange, but also this is now the time for Team Vitality to be like, you know what, we'll go ahead and take the tier 2. We still hold on to ours with 1 HP.
The Queens are back in control.
The Queens are back in control for now. They get that lead they had earlier on, but also you have to respect the damage. You know, this Zast pick has popped up a couple times now, even from MSC, and it seems to be doing really well. It seems like it is just that annoyance, you know, dealing with the Zask in mid lane.
And that's the worst thing you could hope for from a Zask. At best, it is an outer worldly mid laner, right? At worst, it's just annoying. Quinn goes down here. Again, that's what a Moskov is. It's a marksman that does well against the Ling, but back to the Zask. Right now, because of the Jushin, because of the Bane, and to some extent because of the Moskov that can outrange the spawn.
Yep.
It's just annoying.
Oh, this too. There's the pull. An implosion was going to be used.
Here it is. Big fight. Vivian very low. She already spent quite a bit of resources trying to get in, but Chell gets the kill. Now Chi's up next. Can she get away? Deadly catch thrown out. Vival's going to push in, and Quinn actually looking for the kill. Serving up to Ash, but Ash goes down, and there's a knockout.
Oh, no.
Quinn's gonna go down. Double kill for the Bane.
Hey, this Bane is doing wonders so far, just today alone. And, you know, it was a great kind of opportunity there for GGHG to go ahead and win that fight. Quinn really tried, but unfortunately for her, it was not enough. So now objective go into the hands of Team Vitality as well. Endless Battle now also picked up here by Vivel, so she's online, man.
If there's anything I can say about Team Vitality now, the way that they progressed, the way that they developed over the couple of best of twos we've had today that we've seen them in, they don't mind getting their hands dirty. They don't mind playing a messy team fight lineup like this and still going over.
Yeah, I think that's what is one of the, I guess, strengths of their lineup. The fact that they've been playing together for so long, you can pull out some of these drafts and make them work. Again, just relying on each other to play the part, because that's what happened even in the previous series.
And as a Bane connoisseur, something called out to me. Looking at Vivel's build, she does not have War Axe. Usually you build War Axe first. Here, she decided to go, okay, Hunter Strike first, because the benefits you get from War Axe is somehow answered for by Warcry, and the kind of damage you're dealing isn't the kind of damage you want against the lineup that has that HG's running.
Yeah.
They don't need penetration. This is a rather soft lineup.
Yeah, and not only that, but you have a tanky enough front line to go ahead and help you. You get the Hunter Strike, you get the damage, you have Endless Battle, so then you're pumping out damage.
It's all out.
You're proccing the Warcry.
There's very little sustain you need. And here we go, Quinn deep in, another implosion, keeping her in place, taken down by Shell as she picks up the Wind of Nature. And there's the SOD coming in from the back. Honey goes down. She is next. They don't have a wave, but they do penetrate up top.
There is a wave pushing in. Down 2 members for GGHD.
3 defenders.
Can they defend it?
Can they do it? Here we go, putting them stacks on with the Lantern Flare. Sanchi. And there's the deadly cast. Now goes Ash. She-Boy's up next. Immortality's getting popped here.
They cleared the wave.
Still no waves. Vivian gets taken down. Just foul left.
They bought time
soon. But yeah, a minute out till the Lord. I think Vitality should play for that.
Yeah, GGHG, they had one assignment at that point. They're like, you know what, just clear the wave. We will lose some bodies, but clear the wave. We stay in this game past that 12-minute mark. And so far for Team Vitality, they've been ending their games 11, 12 minutes. So GGHG buys some more time. Even with these pickups here, Endless Battle now there, you can see the Haas Claws too from Quinn. You've got a Malefic Roar now for Fao, but is it enough to contest against this lore, or should they just defend in the base?
I'd say play safe. You gotta, if you're trying to answer the question of who's the beatdown, it's still Team Vitality. So GGHG have to very carefully pick their fights and find resources on the map to close this 7K gold lead. That's a huge gap, almost light years away at this point because of the firepower that Team Vitality is playing with. And talking about the item builds, right? Like, there's no contest here from GGHG. I say play it safe right now. Unless Quinn! Quinn, what are you thinking? Here comes the CC. The flip over, the super. Quinn coming through. Tempest the blade. GGHG walks away with a big win, but trading out for Quinn. Fumi for Quinn, but they do get the Lord.
I feel like that was the best thing that could happen for GGHG. Quinn goes in. Yes, she's probably going to die, but at least she gets the Lord. It's going to be worked on here. But again, what we're talking about for GGHG is buying time in this game, because you already mentioned it leading into that. 7,000 deficit. They have to work against that. And that helps them.
It's not a winning play, but it does delay Team Vitality. So anything else to prolong the match is what GGHG is going for, and kudos, respect.
Wow.
Right now, Shell between 3. She gets punished. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of gold, and I'm surprised that Shell, even when she landed the Spirit of Destruction, she's like, I'm going to full send this. I'm jumping into 3.
The Queens are far ahead enough that they're allowing these risky plays.
Yeah.
At some point, it's going to get punished. At some point, GGH is going to go, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. You know? And at this point, too...
Even Shell's wondering, maybe I shouldn't have.
Maybe I shouldn't have followed up on that. But I think at this point, you know, for GGHD, they have accomplished nearly what they wanted to. I think if they would have gotten those tier 2s, because they're literally like 1 HP both on the top and bottom.
The one that remember that one that Quinn was working
earlier,
on like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well, maybe this is part of the plan too. You know, let Quinn go ahead, push these side lanes later on. You can still see too, like we saw just minutes ago, that Zask is playing its part. The damage is insane. And you can actually see in some of these fights for Hani, she's still able to pump out that damage in these fights.
She has such a huge target on her back.
She does.
As well as each Nightmare spawn, because they're just constantly...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And looking at the totality of the damage, that's why she's top in charge. You could put the damage that Shell and Vival are dealing, and you would almost end up with the damage Hani put on the board.
I mean, look at her item build too. Like she's still...
She's short one. She's short two.
No, she's short, yeah, she's short two.
And she's dealing that much already.
So imagine if she gets to full build.
This does confirm our suspicions, though, our theories on Jushin being a completely utility mage.
Yeah.
Look at that, Clock of Destiny.
Yep.
You usually see that on tank mages these days, like chunky heroes that rely on constant engages.
Yeah.
Like a Hylos. It's on Jushin. She wants to be there up front.
Yeah, because I think, yeah, that's what you do. Like, I mean, her ultimate basically reminds me of an Odette ultimate, like the Swan Song.
Oh, yeah.
But you can move around, and you get the stacks, and then you just pop the Winter's Crown.
Yep, there's a false engage. Chi coming in with a conceal, and no one home. So I guess they have to align, and they have to reposition. Oh, wow! That's one way to use the Lantern Flare.
That's
Check
one
bushes!
Check bushes, but Quinn trying to replicate what she did previously. She's going to jump in on the side. She gets information. Going to reset. So no trigger just yet, but look at this. Hani actually just poking him down.
You can say what you can about the Lantern Flare, but the damage on Hani is real. Nothing compared to that Jushin, but now look at this, the collapse. Is that an immortality pop? That's a winter crown on Chini. They're still going. Quinn goes down, the clap back. Oh, Chi as well. 2 down for free. And all it took from Team Vitality were a bunch of flickers.
I think like that was the plan. Team Vitality was like, let them try again. They got one. They're not getting it this time, so let's feign the take and then fight GGHG. If they can get Quinn, because they know that Quinn, she has to come forward. She has to be in that position, and I like the way that even Shell, the way she played it, pumping out the damage, and then you have Vivian do the same thing, use the implosion, and then cap out on a win. So this looks like it's very grim now for this game here.
Yep, all inhibitors are down. Echo forcing it out, that's it. That's a critical mass. Team Vitality takes game 1.
Took them a little bit longer, but Team Vitality will go ahead and get a